conference will now be recorded.
Good evening and welcome to the January 5th, 2026 South Whitehall Township Board of Commissioners meeting. On behalf of the board, I'd like to extend a wish for a very happy and healthy new year to all. We do have all commissioners present this evening. At this time, I would ask you to all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Under announcements, all public sessions of the South Whitehall Township Board of Commissioners are electronically recorded, filed, and posted to the Township website for public access. At this time, I'll ask our Township Manager, Tom Petrucci, to review our public virtual meeting rules.
Thank you. The public virtual meeting rules are as follows. Courtesy of the floor for non-agenda items will be at the beginning and end of the agenda. Public comment will be limited to 5 minutes per speaker. For all listed agenda items, the board president will call for courtesy of the floor prior to the Board of Commissioners taking action on that specific agenda item. For in-person attendees, please raise your hand to be recognized, then move to the podium when directed. You will be asked to state your name and address for the record and may then proceed with asking your question. For those participating virtually, please mute your microphone or telephone to avoid any background noise that may cause interference during the meeting. The chat box feature will be active throughout the meeting. If you have a comment or question, please type your full name and address into the chat box. The staff member monitoring GoToMeeting will then unmute your microphone and you will have the opportunity to comment or ask a question. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. I'd also like to announce the Board of Commissioners met in executive session prior to tonight's meeting to discuss legal and personnel matters. Agenda item 4 is installation of elected officials. And at this time, I will ask our administrative assistant, Tracy Fainall, to please administer the oaths to Commissioner Fellinger, Ricker, and Gwianowski.
This on. Stand here. Okay. I, Sharon Fellinger Ricker, that I will solemnly swear to support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the ordinances of the Township of South Whitehall, and that I will discharge the duties of Commissioner in South Whitehall Township, Lehigh County, with fidelity. That you have been elected.
Hi. I, Glenn Gwianowski, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the ordinances of the Township of South Whitehall,
and that I will
and that I will discharge the duties of Commissioner in South Whitehall Township, Lehigh County, with fidelity. Thank you.
Congratulations to the two newly sworn commissioners. Please come on up to the dais and take your positions. We appreciate your willingness to serve our community, and we certainly look forward to working together on behalf of South Whitehall. Moving on to agenda item 5, reorganization and appointments. I will turn the meeting over at this point to our solicitor attorney, Joe Zader.
Thank you, Commissioner Kelly. Reorganization is a time at which appointments are made for various positions in the township. And the first of those positions would be the position of President of the Board of Commissioners. Do I have a motion by any commissioner to propose a particular commissioner to be the President of the Board?
Yes, I nominate Jacob Roth to be president of the board.
I'll second that.
We have a first and a second. I'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 I see none opposed. Commissioner Roth, you're now the President of the Board. I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Solicitor Zader, and thank you to my colleagues for their support. I've often said we're a board of five, equal voices. And as president of the board, my job is simply to guide public discussion and ensure the best meeting experience possible for members of the board, members of the public, our staff, and any other entities that may have business before the board. I would also like to take a moment to thank Commissioner Kelly for her 4 years of service as president of this board, guiding this board through the appointment of a township manager, the hiring of a chief of police, and many other challenges and successes in the past years. And she has certainly set the bar very, very high. I would also like to take time to recognize our two new commissioners as we welcome them to the board this evening. What we do in municipal government is really, in many ways, unlike any other level of government in terms of the complexity of the issues we address, in terms of the impact on residents. This job can be equal parts challenging and rewarding, and sometimes those things overlap. And my greatest wish for the both of you is, as you join the board, is that amidst the many challenges and complex issues that we face, is that you find joy in this job and that you enjoy it as much as I have and the other commissioners have as well. So congratulations again to the both of you and welcome aboard. At this time, we will consider nominations for the position of Vice President. I would like to make a motion to nominate Commissioner Kelly. While I do not foresee any absences on my part over the next 2 years, should there be an emergency and should I not be able to attend, I would be very comfortable having her step in at a moment's notice. So I would make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there a second? I would ask for the ayes at this time. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 4-1. Moving on with our reorganization meeting, agenda item 5C, we have a resolution reappointing Tricia Dickert to the position of Township Secretary. At this time, I would ask if there is a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing Tricia Dickert as Township Secretary.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly,
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gwinovsky. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, signify by saying nay. Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5D, we have a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of South Whitehall Township reappointing Herbert Bender as Township Treasurer. I would need a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing Herbert Bender as Township Treasurer.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Any online, Dave? Seeing none, there is a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5E, we have a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of South Whitehall Township, Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, reappointing Diana Valkova as the Deputy Treasurer for the Township pursuant to Article 8A, Section 801AC of the First Class Township Code. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing Diana Valkova as the Deputy Treasurer for the Township? A motion by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any board discussion on this matter? Any discussion from the public or online? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5F, we have a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of South Whitehall Township, Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, reappointing Thomas R. Petrucci as Township Manager. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing Thomas R. Petrucci as Township Manager?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker, second by Commissioner Kelly. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
Agenda item 5G, we have a resolution amending Resolution 2025-1 designating depositories for township funds. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution designating depositories for the township funds?
So moved.
Is there a second? Motion by Commissioner Kelly, second by Commissioner Gwinovsky. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Next, we have agenda item 5H. These are resolutions to extend all professional service firms to serve at the pleasure of the Board of Commissioners for an unspecified term. If it is okay with the board, I would like to take these all as one motion. Is there any objection from any commissioner in doing so? Okay, bear with me. I will read them all out for purposes of the record. So I would need a motion to approve resolutions for the reappointment of township professional service firms to serve at the pleasure of the Board of Commissioners for an unspecified contract term. Township Solicitor Joseph A. Zader II of King, Spry, Herman, Freund, and Fall, LLC. The alternate Township Solicitor of James L. Brockle of Brockle and DeVito. The Civil Service Commissioner Solicitor Eckert Siemens. The Pension Committee Solicitor, also Eckert Siemens. Our Labor Council, Eckert Siemens. Cable Franchise Agreement Project, Eckert Siemens. The Building Code Appeals Board Solicitor, Lawrence B. Fox, Esquire. The Township Tax Appeal Hearing Officer, Lawrence B. Fox, Esquire. Our Township Engineer, the Pidcock Company. Our Alternate Sewage Enforcement Officer, or SEO, the Pidcock Company. The Alternate Township Engineer with a limited project list of Keystone Consulting Engineers. The Alternate Township Engineer, Hanover Engineering. The Sewage Enforcement Officer, SEO, also Hanover Engineering. Our Geotechnical Engineer, also Hanover Engineering. Our Utility Engineer, Spots, Stevens, and McCoy, also known as SSM. Our Third-Party Residential Inspector, Barry Isett and Associates. Our Third-Party Commercial Inspector, Key Codes Inspection Agency. The Alternate Third-Party Residential Inspector, Key Codes Inspection Agency, as well as Special Tax Counsel for South Whitehall Township's Business Privilege Tax Collection, and that would be Patrick M. Hitchens, Esquire of Kilkenny Law. Is there a motion to reappoint those firms?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Johns. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5I, we have a resolution reappointing David Manhart as temporary South Whitehall Township zoning officer. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing David Manhart as temporary zoning officer? A motion by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, there is a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5J, a resolution reappointing Thomas Harper as South Whitehall Township alternate zoning officer. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing Thomas Harper as our alternate zoning officer?
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
I'll second.
A second by Commissioner Johns. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, there is a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Moving along, agenda item 5K, we have a resolution reappointing John France as the primary building code official and code enforcement officer of South Whitehall Township. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution reappointing John France as the primary BCO and code enforcement officer of the township?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second? A second by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. Any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5L, we have a resolution reappointing Key Codes Inspection Agency as alternate building code official and code enforcement officer of South Whitehall Township. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Johns, second by Commissioner Kelly. Any board discussion on this matter from the public? Seeing none, there is a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5M, we have a resolution reappointing Thomas Harper as code enforcement officer for South Whitehall Township. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
I'll second.
A second by Commissioner Johns. Is there any board discussion on this matter? Any from the public? Seeing none, there is a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor of reappointing Thomas Harper as code enforcement officer, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 5N, we have a resolution reappointing David C. Torrey to the South Whitehall Township Vacancy Board. Is there a motion to adopt said resolution?
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker and a second by Commissioner Kelly. Is there any board discussion on this matter? And any from the public? Seeing none, motion and second on the floor. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us through the reorganization part of our meeting. Each of these may seem like small items, but they're all very important. All of these individuals and agencies help the township function and complete its work throughout the calendar year. And we're very grateful to all of them for their service to the township. At this time, we will move into the regular business portion of our meeting with agenda item 6. We have courtesy of the floor. This is an opportunity for any member of the public to offer comment on any non-agenda items. There will be an opportunity to comment on agenda items as those items are brought forward. Is there anybody here this evening or online who wishes to address the board? Yes, ma'am. If you would mind stepping up to the microphone. I believe it is on already. And if you wouldn't mind, just for our records, ma'am, please give us your full name and address, please.
My name is Barbara Hughes, and I live at 1252 St. Michael Street, Allentown, Pennsylvania, 18104. Okay. And actually, I normally watch this from the comfort of my living room. So this is my first time here tonight, addressing. And what I've actually brought, I wanted to bring a white paper that I put together on the matter of the data centers. I am greatly hoping that we get that back onto the floor because now it's on our doorstep. It's not abstract anymore. It's here. So if I could approach.
If you'd like, I can distribute these to the board for you.
So, in light of recent developments, I'm here to bring up the issue of data centers. As we pretty well all know, people really don't want them. We don't want them in our backyard. And I've watched town hall meetings before where I know that this has come up, and I know people, get very vocal about this. For about the past half year, I've been researching, studying, and looking at this matter, and that's how I came to a white paper. This brings together some of what I looked at. I mean, I looked at hundreds of articles, listened to many videos, YouTubes on this matter, and I looked at both anecdotal evidence and also empirical data on the subject. Now, what my white paper concentrates on is what the successful townships that actually thwarted these kind of centers coming into their communities, and then distilled it down to a framework, sort of a roadmap of best practices. So this is what I came here tonight to pass on, what I put together as best practices, that I gleaned from everything that I put together. So I am really hoping that you guys bring this back up soon because, like I said, it's on our doorstep now. I don't know of anybody that isn't upset about this. I've talked to many people in the community. I get out, I'll talk to anybody. Anybody that walks up to me, I will start a conversation and hear, listen. I keep my ear to the ground. And like I said, this is really something that needs immediate attention. And I'm hoping that you will bring it up. I know it's not on the agenda tonight, but as soon as possible. So that's my plea that I'm putting out to the board, to the commission.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. I wanted to thank you for your comment. The board certainly takes any public comments under advisement and transmits them to staff. And we have also given this to our township staff as well. So I want to thank you for coming tonight.
Excellent.
And feel free to share your opinions or research anytime. Our contact information is on the website. So,
absolutely.
thank
but I think I do like watching you from my sofa better.
Well, and that will continue to be an option. So
Yes.
Thank you. Is there any other member of the public who wishes to address the board? Any online, Dave? No? All right, moving on to agenda item number 7. 7A, we have our December 17th, 2025 Board of Commissioners meeting minutes. Those have been distributed to the board for review. Is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
So moved.
Presented? A motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Johns. Any board discussion?
Mr. Roth, I believe by virtue of the fact that I was not on the board at that time, I'll need to recuse myself from the vote.
Thank you both for letting me know. Any other discussion? All right, thank you. With a motion and second on the floor, anyone, all in favor of approving the December 17th, 2025 meeting minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 3-0 with 2 abstentions. Moving on in our agenda item number 8, presentations. 8A, we have our November 2025 financial review year-to-date report. And I'd like to turn things over to our Township Manager, Tom Petrucci, to please present these items.
Thank you. So while the year has ended, the fiscal year, we're reporting the November numbers as of this time. So next month, we'll report the December numbers, and then we'll get into audit season already. So, it's one continuous fiscal cycle. But basically, just to summarize, general fund, fire tax fund, water fund, sewer fund, refuse fund, capital fund, state highway aid fund, we've hit our numbers or very close to it, the projections for revenue, except for water fund that was due to a large user not coming on. And the expenses are under budget where you would want to expect it to be for almost everything, or at budget by the end of November. So unless there's any questions, you're going to be seeing, like I said, the end of the year numbers for December, as well as the audit next year, once that's completed, probably later next year. So at this point, if you have any questions, if not, I would just move on from this agenda item.
I have no questions, but I did want to pass along our appreciation to the administration and staff for your diligent oversight of the budget and your collaborative approach throughout the year. These numbers look excellent, and we appreciate your professionalism. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll pass that on to the finance team who work very diligently to ensure that these numbers, as well as all the department heads that take pride in their ensuring that projects stay within budget.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. And I would just add that, as always, these will be posted to the Township website, as are all of our financial reports. I highly recommend it to members of the public. It's a great way to learn more about what exactly the Township does through its various projects and expenditures. Is there any other board discussion on this item? Seeing none, is there any from the public? Moving on to agenda item 9, resolutions. Agenda item 9A, we have a resolution to amend the fee schedule for administrative fees, non-residential building fees, non-residential electric fees, non-residential plumbing fees, residential building fees, residential electrical fees, residential plumbing fees, other permit uses, public works fees, police department fees, subdivision or land development fees, and non-subdivision or land development fees, and to provide for a general repealer, severability clause, and effective date. And I will ask our Community Development Director, David Manhart, to please present this agenda item.
Thank you. So this is the annual fee schedule update. Every year, as we put the fee schedule into practice, we notice things that should be changed. So we make adjustments and recommend adjustments every year. The list of all the adjustments is contained in the memo. There is a marked up version of the fee schedule, and then there is a clean version of the fee schedule along with the ordinance to adopt. I can certainly answer any community development questions if there are any, and try my best to answer any of the other ones.
At this point, I would open it up to any questions or comments by members of the board.
None.
Seeing none, are there any questions or comments from members of the public? Also seeing none, is there a motion to adopt said resolution amending the township fee schedule?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Granovsky. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 9B, we have a resolution establishing the manner of compensation for the zoning hearing board solicitor for the Township of South Whitehall. And I'd ask our Township Manager, Tom Petrucci, to please present this agenda item.
Thank you. So the zoning hearing board is a quasi-judicial board in which they appoint their own solicitor. However, the Board of Commissioners are responsible to set the fees and the rates for that professional appointment. So this resolution is for Norris McLaughlin with Thomas Dinkellocker and Rocco Beltrami serving as the attorneys for the Zoning Hearing Board. And they did not increase their fees for 2026. So I'd seek a motion to approve this resolution as submitted.
Thank you, Tom. I'd like to open this up to any board comments or questions on this matter. Are there any from members? Any from the public or online? And Dave, okay. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution establishing the manner of compensation for the Zoning Hearing Board solicitor?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gronowski. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Agenda item 9C, we have a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of South Whitehall Township, Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, approving and adopting an updated blanket purchase order list.
Thank you. So this resolution is actually a requirement of the township's purchasing and procurement policy. So each year we have purchase orders with recurring vendors that are either done through quotes or contracts in which they've been provided for within the budget as adopted by the Board of Commissioners in December. So these are, for example, like American Rock Salt is our salt vendor. So we use the state contract and we have an amount that is consonant with what has been provided for in the budget. And we draw down upon those purchase orders as we incur expenses and invoices. This allows staff to then go forward and pay off the purchase orders as they go through the year without having to approve each and every single transaction. So by approving this, you're approving the blanket transactions up to that amount set forth in the purchase order. So that's consistent with our procurement policy through the requisition process. So if there's any questions on specific vendors, I can certainly answer those. If not, I'd seek a motion to approve the resolution as submitted.
Thank you, Tom. Are there any questions from members of the board?
I just have a comment. I want to thank Donna Zacharu Lagonia for preparing the blanket purchasing order for the board's review. A lot of work went into that document. Thank you.
Any other comments from members of the board or from the public? Seeing none, is there a motion to adopt said resolution approving and adopting the updated blanket purchase order list?
Make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Johns, a second by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. Agenda item 9D, we have a resolution appointing Jared Winkelbauer to the position of Lieutenant for the South Whitehall Township Police Department, and I would like to turn this over to our Police Chief, Frank Lombardo, to present.
Commissioners, this narrative and background will be for agenda items D and E for both the promotions. So the police department conducted civil service promotional testing in March 2025, my first day of employment actually, for the ranks of sergeant and lieutenant. All aspects of the testing process have been completed, including the written examination and the oral interview boards. The Civil Service Commission certified the list on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025, and it was approved by the BOC the same day. As the chief, I'm respectfully requesting an expansion to the command structure to include a professional standards lieutenant responsible for accreditation and internal affairs. To accomplish this command staff expansion, one sergeant will be promoted to lieutenant, one patrol officer will be promoted to sergeant. The hybrid officer position we previously had was converted back to a patrol position, eliminating the need to hire an additional officer for these promotions. Approval via resolution of these actions will effectuate said command structure expansion. So as a resolution is required for these promotions, the police department is respectfully requesting the Board of Commissioners issue a resolution promoting Jared Winkelbauer to the rank of lieutenant and Haley Morawchuk to the rank of sergeant effective January 5th, 2026. A promotion ceremony will be held later on at a BOC meeting on January 21st.
Thank you, Chief. Are there any questions or comments from members of the board?
I don't have any questions. I just wanted to extend congratulations to both Jared Winkelbauer in his promotion to lieutenant and also to Haley Morawchuk for her position of sergeant, and wish them continued success in these new leadership roles. And we look forward to formally recognizing them at our next meeting. Thank you, Chief.
Any other board comments? Any comments from members of the public? Seeing none, is there a motion to adopt said resolution appointing Jared Winklebauer to the position of lieutenant?
Moved.
Motion by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker and a second from Commissioner Kelly. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Since Chief Lombardo explained our next agenda item, we can move through that relatively quickly. That's agenda item 9E, a resolution appointing Haley Morawchuk to the position of sergeant for the South Whitehall Township Police Department. Is there any further board discussion or comments on this matter considering Chief's explanation? Is there any from the public? Seeing none, is there a motion to adopt said resolution appointing Haley Morawchuk to the position of sergeant for the South Whitehall Township Police?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Johns. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries 5-0. Agenda item 10, motions. 10A, we have a motion to approve security reduction. Number 1, Parkland School District Kratzer Elementary School. That is 2021-103. And I would ask our Community Development Director, David Manhart, to please present.
Thank you. So this is a security reduction for the Kratzer Elementary School project. It was a building addition on the north side of the property. Just to give a little bit of background, when a subdivision is approved, there's improvements that get secured, so they put money up. As the project goes to completion, the applicant or the developer can ask for reductions in that security amount because those items are complete. Pidcock, our township engineer, provided a memo documenting their their last inspection and authorized the security reduction amount. And what's left in security is roughly $62,000 left in security for primarily maintenance items.
Thank you, Dave. And I would ask our township engineer if she has any comments on this.
Sure. Just to give a quick update on where the project stands, as Dave has mentioned, we had recommended a release for this. Right now, we actually recently received as-built information that we're reviewing within our office, and that's kind of the final step forward for, the final release. So that will be forthcoming within the next few months.
Thank you, Erin. Before I open this up to board discussion and comment, I would note that I will recuse myself from a vote on this matter due to a conflict of interest with the school district. But is there any commissioner that has any questions or comments on the security? Seeing none, any from the public? So seeing none, is there a motion to approve security reduction number 1, Parkland School District Kratzer Elementary School 2021-103? Motion by Commissioner Johns, second by Commissioner Kelly. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0 with 1 abstention. Agenda item 11, correspondence and information items. Agenda item 11A, we have informational items and vacancies with respect to our volunteer boards and commissions. And I would ask our Township Manager, Tom Petrucci, to please present.
Thank you. So upcoming meetings and events with details posted on the website are as follows. So this Wednesday, January 7th, 10 a.m., we have a Civil Service Commission meeting. Monday, January 12th, 7 p.m. is our Public Safety Commission meeting. Monday, January 12th, 7 p.m. is also a Parks and Recreation Board meeting. Tuesday, January 13th, 6 p.m. is a Crime Watch meeting in which DA Holohan will be here. So if you've ever wanted to meet the DA, this is your chance. Thursday, January 15th, 7 p.m., Planning Commission meeting. Wednesday, January 21st, 10 a.m. is the Pension Committee. Wednesday, January 21st, 7 p.m. is Board of Commissioners.
Board comments on the discussion, on the correspondence information. Seeing none. Agenda item 12, courtesy of the floor. This is now the second opportunity of the night for any members of the public who are present to offer comment on any non-agenda items. Is there anybody here who wishes to address the board? Is there anyone online, Dave? Okay. Seeing none, we will move on. Is there a motion to authorize the payment of our invoices and disbursements.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second? A second by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Before I ask for a motion to adjourn, I would just ask the board members to please remain on the dais after. We're going to take a picture right back here to be posted to the township website as we update our information and contact information for the new board. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Fellinger-Ricker. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. This meeting is adjourned.